Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you guys here today. We have an awesome video for you today. XRP SEC lawsuit update. We're going to be jumping into that. And then also, what is the real danger of USDT versus USDC? Is there a difference? We're going to dive into that in today's article as well. And hey, if you're new here, my name is Ryan Hugguns. I'm a crypto and real estate investor here in Orange County, California. My job is to help be your crypto shortcut. So if you're looking for someone to study the charts, study the news, and bring that to you in a condensed manner, that's what we do here. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Let's get started. All right, guys, as you can see behind me, we got another green day. That's 3 consecutive days, and we've almost completely taken out that previous massive bearish candle. So that's really, really good news. We're getting close to that 14 exponential moving average on the daily chart. We'll take a look at the charts today as well. We're currently up 1.6%. So nothing major, but it is green. It is positive. And the really exciting thing is we're getting very close to the market baseline cross on our RSI TDI indicator here, which is extremely, extremely close. Once that happens, we get the green background with the cross there. And historically, the green background is typically extremely bullish. So right here, it didn't really make a move because there was chatter through there. Solid background here, solid move. And we're getting very close to that being a potential today. Now, there is a warning sign in the 4-hour charts, though, that could be looming and could be dangerous. We're going to dive into those charts today. We'll look at the weekly, daily, 4-hour on XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. But first, let's jump into the news. Before we jump over to the XRP Ripple versus SEC lawsuit news, let's jump into this because this was very important, and I think that you should definitely know what's going on here. There is whispers, mumblings that Tether could be the next domino to fall, which is crazy. But let's see what they're talking about here, because Tether versus USD coin. On-chain data reveals 2 very different stablecoins. The market cap of Tether dropped amid the FTX fiasco, while USD coin supply increased by $2 billion. And the reason for that is there's tons and tons of people talking about how Tether could be in danger. So they're just simply switching for the other stablecoin, which is USDC. USD coin, a stablecoin issued by the US-based Circle Financials Ltd, is taking the lead over the top rival of Tether when it comes to institutional adoption, according to on-chain data. And it's really interesting because if you guys have watched videos, and oh, by the way, I am not a financial advisor. None of this information we're talking about today is financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything based on the information that we cover in this video. This is just my personal information on everything we cover here today, along with the news that is their opinion as well. So USDC daily transfer volumes are higher. The market cap for USDC token is in circulation comes to around 44 billion versus USDT's 65 billion. But as you just heard up here, there's been a switch of nearly $2 billion going from USDT to USDC. However, USDC's daily transfer value on the Ethereum blockchain has been consistently higher than USDT throughout 2022, data from Glassnode shows. For instance, as of November 22nd, USDC daily transfer was around $14 billion compared to USDT's only $5 billion. And so as we look at this chart here, USDT is in the green, USDC is in the blue, and as you can see, the blue has begun to overtake the green here. And then the gray is the Bitcoin price. So blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? So in other words, USDC users engage in relatively higher capital transfers compared to USDT users, suggesting that USDC is increasingly the stablecoin of choice among high net worth entities, including institutional whales, hedge funds, family offices, crypto exchanges, etc. And for all of you out there that are smart, us as well, the smart retail traders, you want to follow along with what the big money does. The smart money, we don't want to be dumb money. We want to be smart money as well. And we stick with the trends that the smart money does. Furthermore, USDC leads USDT in terms of its supply weight across smart contracts as of November 22nd. Notably, the former made up to 33.75% on total stablecoin supply locked across staking pools, in comparison to USDT's supply is only around 12.5. And as you can see right here, stable coins, supply in smart contracts, net position change. You can see down here, the green is the USDT. And again, the blue is the USDC. And interestingly, the higher daily transaction count versus USDC suggests that Tether is more likely for retail trading and transfers such as remittances. And in my personal opinion, that's a lot because the actual exchanges, like for those of the people that are using USDT, are trading a lot, right? Because a lot of the trading pairs are paired against USDT. USDC, a lot of these exchanges or trading houses, they do have USDC, but you usually hold your coins as a reserve in that. At least that's what I have done personally. Like I use BitGet right now, and all of my trades are XRP versus USDT, Ethereum versus USDT, Bitcoin versus USDT, right? But then when I want to hold my coins, I send USDC to a separate wallet for storage. On the other hand, USDC appears to like a top stablecoin choice for the tech-savvy institutional traders that lock their funds in staking contracts to earn yield. This further reflected in the USDC's lower daily active addresses count of 40,000 versus USDT's 73,000 as recorded on November 21st. And I believe that that does have everything to do with the amount of transactions that are happening on Binance, on Bybit, on BitGet, on KuCoin. All the different trading platforms out there for day trading with leverage are paired with the USDT as their leverage. Additionally, crypto trading platforms implementing so-called proof of reserves after the FTX collapse appear to hold more tether over the USD coin, further signaling that USDT is likely more popular among retail traders. These exchanges include Binance, KuCoin, Bitfinex, Bybit, OKX, and Huobi. Crypto.com's reserves are the exception, with more USDC than USDT. In fact, that is who I use, and it's a really inexpensive way. So sometimes when you cash out USDT, there's a large fee for it, especially on Crypto.com. But when you cash out USDC on Crypto.com, there's like zero fee, and it's relatively instant, and you can transfer it directly to your bank. So like, for example, let's say you had some coin that you needed to sell. Well, I transfer it to Crypto.com. I sell it versus the USDC pair, turn it into USDC. So let's say I have $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. I need the cash for whatever reason. You go to Crypto.com, sell the Bitcoin into USDC. Now, there are some pairs out there that you can only sell to USDT as well. And then you have to transfer USDT to USDC, but then you can transfer USDC out of Crypto.com directly into your account. And it's instant, relatively, with very little fees. And then with Crypto.com's wallet, there was an uproar about this too, if you guys remember. So USDC is their largest holding here at 21.92%. And that would be, there's no color on here, but I'm assuming it would be this one. The SHIB is their second largest holding on Crypto.com. They believe in SHIB Army for sure, 18.5%. ETH is there at 10%. Bitcoin, they're showing 27%, USDT only 3%, and then others are 17.94. And that's Crypto.com's proof of reserve sourced from CoinMarketCap there. Tether market cap dips after the FTX collapse. The market cap of USDT dropped by $4 billion after FTX exchange collapsed nearly 2 weeks ago. The reason may be due to the Tether briefly veering off from its $1 valuation, hitting 96 cents on November 10th after it froze $46 million worth of USDT tokens associated with FTX. And if you guys remember the fear that came when Luna, their Terra Luna, their USDT or UST as they called it, there's so many, it's like crazy, right? So UST, when that depegged and dropped below $1, everyone freaked out. With the fact that Tether depegged, that's very, very scary. And there was tons of reports out there that FTX was purposely shorting the dollar to try to collapse it on their way out as well. And as USDT Tether dropped, interestingly, the USDC market cap rose by nearly 10 billion after November 10th when the FTX fiasco began. I did personally get rid of all of my USDT tokens and I transferred them to USDC, the ones that I had in my holding wallet, for this purpose here, because there's mumblings and grumblings that USDT may have issues. I don't even want to have a whisper or a chance at all. Tether has a history of breaking its dollar peg during extreme market stress, albeit to a lesser degree in recent years. For instance, the token dropped to 95 cents during the crypto market sell-off in May, coinciding with the spike in USDC's market cap. This suggests that some investors moved their capital from Tether to USDC as the former lost its dollar peg, as shown below. So you can see right here, there was an extreme drop for just a second. It's only a tiny wick, but it got real deep under 95 cents. Huge selling volume of the USDT coin there. However, Tether returned to dollar parity within a few days, asserting that tokens in circulation are backed 100% by reserves and pegged 1-to-1 with the dollar. And this article does not contain investment advice or recommendations. XRP lawsuit. Good chance the SEC will settle with Ripple to avoid exposing Hinman documents, says legal expert. Hinman documents give Ripple real leverage. So the SEC could soon reach a settlement with Ripple in the bitter XRP securities lawsuit. According to lawyer Bill Morgan, the William Hinman emails being in the hands of Ripple gives the US-based crypto payments real leverage. The SEC will strive to keep these materials under wraps, which will not be possible if this case goes to trial. As such, the commission might be declined to settle in order to keep them from the public eye. While some may argue that Ripple and SEC settlement has always been a possibility, Morgan argued that it's not merely theoretical, as the conditions for a settlement deal are actually quite good. Is the SEC likely to lose bombshell lawsuit? The SEC did file this lawsuit back in December of 2020, shortly before Chairman Gary Gensler took charge in the Securities and Exchange Agency. In the scorching complaint, the SEC claimed that Ripple's sale of its XRP cryptocurrency represented an unregistered investment contract and securities offering. Prominent legal experts like Rhode Island attorney John Deaton previously agreed that the SEC would rather settle with Ripple than have the Hinman documents used as evidence in court. Notably, Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderoty has clarified that they will settle immediately and pay a fine if the SEC proclaims the XRP doesn't qualify as a security. Meanwhile, most observers believe the SEC is poised for a bruising defeat against Ripple following a string of key procedural wins the blockchain payments firm scored in recent months. If Ripple wins, the verdict could set an important precedent for the crypto industry by dramatically limiting the SEC's authority to regulate cryptocurrencies in the United States. All right, guys, so let me know, do you think the settlement is coming? Now, for a long time, Brad Garlinghouse said he was not going to settle because he knew he was going to win. But now that it's been drawn out this long, they've paid enough money, maybe they really will settle this, get it over with, and then it'll be a huge win for the crypto economy as a whole.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.
So let's jump back over to the charts here, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown. Yesterday, we did a lot of charting. Let me just go to the 1 hour charts. Let's go ahead and go to Hugguns. One thing that I am keeping a very close eye on. So right now, the 1 hour time frame has started to flip bullish, not only here, but also in my indicator that's been doing a really good job of showing what's going on. We've been talking about these lower time frames, 5 minute, 15 minute, starting to turn bullish down here. And sure enough, it's really started to make its way to the upside. So right now we are close to a flip. The one thing I'm watching for is the possibility of XRP returning to the 1100 exponential moving average on the 1 hour charts up here at 41.5 cents. And if we take a look at it here on the 30 minutes, it's even closer. And if we take a look at it on the 15 minutes, we did hit it. And remember, we were talking about that was a real possibility all the way back down here. Boom, it came and hit it. So now the next layer up is all the way up here at the 41.5 cent area. So 41.5 cents would be fantastic. The only thing I'm worried about is if we get some sort of crazy volume down, some crazy selling pressure, it would flip it like that because it's on the teeny tiny edge right now. So if you remember, we do have our downside hourly support zone down here at 35 cents, 35,749, 0.35749. That's the lower level support there for us. Now, we have broken above that resistance that we talked about yesterday, and that's a really, really good sign for us. So we broke up there. Right now, we are looking at that breakout zone that we talked about right here too, that highest wick in this supply and demand zone on the hourly. It's really close to actually breaking it right now. You can see we teased it already that last hour. We've touched it once. Now we've touched it twice. Is it going to hold as a resistance, or can we break it and then make our way up to the levels up here of 39 cents? That would be really, really good. Like I said, we're going to keep an eye on this, and we're going to run through this algorithm and see what it's saying for us as well. The one thing that is still a possibility is the 4 hour. Okay, so if the 4 hour makes a run over the next 2 or 3 candles to the downside and breaks below the 50 exponential moving average to the downside, then we could see continued sell-off to this lower level here of that 35 cents. However, if I look at my indicator here, the 4 hour, if we get some momentum and we flip this bullish, that would be, if we flip this bullish, that would be fantastic. We can also see our 14 exponential moving average is very close to crossing. You can see what happened last time. It teased us. So we got to be careful here, because this same exact signal that I'm getting right now was right here. It ran up the 4 hour above the 50 exponential moving average, and the 14 almost crossed, and bam, it just sold off on us, and it sold hard. So we'll keep an eye on the news, right? Because usually the charts tell us what's going to happen, but the news is some sort of article will come out or something like that that goes along it. Here's what's really exciting though. If we go to the daily charts, our next level up, so we now move this down, our next level up, price could. So if we turn this 4 hour signal into a buy signal and we start to make our move to the upside, look at this. We could be back at 41 cents. Now, what do we have to watch here is if price were to move its way up, and then it would just swoop back down. So we're going to watch that. And that also goes along with our thesis that there is a major fair value gap right here that we have to be very, very aware of, right? So price could likely move its way up, come and clear out these daily fair value gap, and also get above the 50 exponential moving average and then swoop back down. So I'm watching for both scenarios to play out. Again, I'm not giving financial advice. We look at what could happen to the upside, what could happen to the downside, and we cover them both. We are crypto weather, right? So it could go up, it could go down. It might or might not rain. But looking at the 4 hour charts here, you can see price did move its way back up into the fair value gap that was from here, filled half of it. You can see the white line is actually a 50% level. Same thing here. There's a white line on this red one. Price comes down here, fills that level. Boom, fair value gap eliminated. Could even come fill the whole entire thing to the downside on the 4 hour charts. It's hitting a resistance. If we see continued selling off here, and then we break below this 50 exponential moving average, we could see that drop here. We are looking really good though to the upside here, right? So we've got our green background. We've got our green, double green background. So you can see this is a red background with a green background difference. And then you have the solid background. So we're double green. We are in a 4 hour selling candle right now. So the candle we're in is a red candle, unfortunately, but that could just be a small downside wick before the move to the upside. We have now just officially started the new daily candle as well. So like I said, it could very likely just come down here, double tap off of this zone, and then make its way up to the next level. So upside, what am I looking for? I'm looking for price to get back to 39 cents if we can continue this bullish momentum. The other thing I'm watching for is on the 4 hour chart, does it break below our 50 exponential moving average and then have a sell-off? Those are the two things I'm watching for XRP. Now let's go ahead and run through the system here, see what it says. So the system is showing us on the daily chart, it's starting to show signals that it wants to run up to the upside above the 50 exponential moving average. So that's really exciting to see that. We're watching to make sure that 4 hour, like I said, in the next 4, 8, 12 hours, we'll probably know. The 1 hour signal is now flipping to where it could go full bull on the 1 hour. What that means though, is price would be coming down below the 50 exponential moving average here and then make a move to the upside. So full bull would be here and then swooping up. All right. Now also flipping to, let's even go to the 30-minute charts. 30-minute is looking even more bullish. So 30-minute is even safer because if price comes down here, it's not as far of the dip. So we've got really, really good 30-minute signal looks great. 15-minute signal. This one could happen right now. And this is this is bullish as well. Here's what's going to happen. We have our 50 exponential moving average, the red line, about to cross the 1100 exponential moving average to the upside. Super bullish right there. All right. And what's really great about this is if price does come and swoop down below here, maybe it dips to the bottom of this supply and demand zone, which gets us to around 37 cents. And that holds as a support and we move up, boom, bullish. And look at this down here. We got the solid bull background on the 15 minutes. We also have our 14 exponential moving average has crossed above the 50 and the 1100 and the 50 is about to cross up. Looking really strong, really bullish on these lower time frames. Now, I will tell you, if some crazy news comes though and starts to really crash the market and the volume starts to go, it eliminates everything. And then we're watching for that 4-hour sell-off. So that's what we're looking for on the markets for XRP. Let's jump over to Bitcoin now. Jumping to Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin 5-minute bullish. Bitcoin's 15-minute bullish. Bitcoin's 30-minute bullish. Bitcoin's 1 hour. 1 hour's mix. It could go either way on the 1 hour. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. It would be nice for this next 1 hour chart to break all of these levels. So these were all resistance levels that we were talking about. These are levels that need to be busted and move to the upside. And if it does, it's going to be really exciting. Now, if you remember a couple of days ago, we talked about that 1 hour bearish break here. And sure enough, boom, it broke down and it broke down hard. It really sold off on that situation. So right now, the 1 hour is mixed signal. The 4 hour is actually dangerous here. So this one could go either way, but here's why the 4 hour is dangerous. We have now broken above the 50 exponential moving average, and it's showing same thing here as XRP. In the next 3 to 4 candles, we will know if this goes more bullish. So what we want to see is this 14 exponential cross the upside of the 50 exponential. That would give me a lot more confidence that we can move up. And if we move up, the next move that we're watching for is looking super bullish. Look at this. You know, what if we're getting back to 18,500 zone here? That would be the move. Even if this turned into a bearish move, because it right now the daily shows a bearish signal, but price has to climb all the way up here to make that bearish move happen. So, and then we do also have some really exciting stuff here for price movement to the upside. Look at Bitcoin also has these fair value gaps to the upside. I mean, if you know what, hold on a second here. I don't want to get too excited, but look at this. Look at where, if this does make a move here, what does it need to break? Here's the breakout right there. So it needs to break that level. What level is that? 17,120. Okay. Then it moves up to the next level here, which is 18,500. Look at the daily supply and demand zone though. If it stays bullish, 20,882. So we could be on our way back to the 20,000 zone. We have lots and lots of move left down here in our RSI. You can see the volatility bands are expanding. Price can move up. It has a lot to prove before we can call that though. So I'm not gonna call it right now. We have these lower time frames, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, looking bullish. This is about to get bullish, and it's also about to like clamp down here. So it's gonna squeeze. So you can see it got real wide right here. So some good volume. It's about to squeeze down. I don't like this situation right here though. The market baseline is basically at overbought territory. So typically when it reaches all the way up at 70s, like this right here. Look what happened when it reached all the way up here. This one was all the way up to 75. Ba-bam, right? So that had a sell-off, and it was significant. So we're going to watch for that. Exciting times ahead. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are excited about. What do you see happening in these charts? And also, don't forget to partner with us. Check this out right here.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.